We're back. It's Roll for Drama time. We're live again. For anyone joining us today, this will be a very experimental Roll for Drama because it's the first one that we're doing with the new technology that we're using. And so there might be a few, I've made this so that, there might be a few of those. So we're gonna do our best to just hang out. Hello everyone, welcome to Roll for Drama in this October season. For anyone who's never seen Roll for Drama before, basically it's a show based on a TikToker named Adventures in Ardia, who does Roll for Sandwich, or he used to. I don't know if he's still up on his Roll for Sandwich situation or if he's moved on. The dice do make it gay. Whereupon we roll dice, and it helps us make the greatest dramas you've never seen.
And we'll never see.
Because, listen.
We'll probably cry about that.
Because they're cowards, okay? They're cowards who won't hire us.
One day I'll make them in a book. I just have to have free time, which is
exactly.
never, so.
We don't. We have added a special. Well, we have added. We as the royal we have added. I'm the only one who knows what's on it because I added it this morning. A special role for a spooky creatura that we have to somehow work in to our story this month.
Easy. Done.
Will one of the characters be this creature? Who knows? Will the creature be hunting them? Who knows? Will it be like a family-friendly, good feeling show where they befriend the misunderstood cryptid? We don't know yet. The dice, they haven't told us what we're doing. But that's what we're gonna do. Now let's see if I can figure this out. All right. Okay. Are we ready? We're just gonna go into it. Okay. Show on stream. Oh, perfect. Okay. What type of show are we doing? This is a D6. Okay. And then we're gonna roll this lovely D6 here to find out what type of show we're in for today. Oh, Jesse's internet did something. Ah, there she is.
Yay!
Oh, She's back. Internet shenanigans? Oh, are you
I don't know.
That's weird. Bizarre. Okay.
Not on my end, but
weird. You disappeared and then came back. You know what?
Oh.
It's a trick.
Yeah.
It's your trick.
Listen, we're just having fun here.
Me off.
We're having some fun. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's see what we're rolling. All right. 4, baby. Okay.
Pretty dice.
Thank you. It's a 12 episode. Okay, we like a good 12 episode.
Perfect for supernatural.
Yeah.
It has to be supernatural.
Listen, yeah. There's a cryptid involved. But what else will it be? So our next roll that we got to do before we can really get started is the genre. Now, I am going to call it that if it does roll a 4, we're going to re-roll it. Okay?
Yeah.
Because
we also do 14 as well, or
No, because we don't know if it's horror yet. It could be horror, but it could not be. So
chances are it is going to be, because you can have horror in every stage.
Yeah, well, we can make
horror
it
does not mean scary.
No,
if that were the case, not a single horror movie would be scary. It would be this is not happening. I'm not scared of any horror movie.
Let's say if it rolls horror, we'll roll an extra one.
Okay. That sounds fair.
That sounds fair. I think so. All right. Okay. Roll 1. 6. And then roll 2. 1. Let's see what we're doing here. We're doing a rom-com mellow. Curious. This is okay.
Yeah.
Listen, we've done more complicated things. And we have a lot of fun with rom-com mellow over here. So let's find out. Let's find out who our lead couple is. I've added in a few people today. Shinhee-san got added in, and I do believe So Yeji worth added in this month to replace from last month, because last month was a lesbians. It was lesbians. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a rom-com mellow with a creature feature. It's gonna work, okay? We're gonna make it work. We always do. So let's find out who our main actress is today. 13.
Lucky number 13.
Kim Yoo-jung. Okay. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Now we have to pick the male lead, which I didn't have to update because last week there were none. It was lesbian. Or last month. There were none. It was lesbians. That makes life easy. Okay. Let's find out who Kim Yoo-jung is joining. 8.
Ooh.
So she's some. Oh boy.
Oh.
Boy.
Okay.
Listen, those age gappers gonna be after us for this one. Hey yo. Oh boy. Listen, it's not us, it's the dice, okay? The dice want this.
I guess. Oh, it's still a rom-com. Never mind. I was like, you could make it that it's like it's a father-daughter thing.
Yeah.
Because it would be close enough to be.
Listen,
You could make the leads
relationship.
like the father-daughter, and then they have like the
do we want to roll a second actor just to get us out of this predicament?
I mean, in terms of their age gap, it's not like
it's 20 years. It's a 20-year age
like
gap.
yeah, 21 years. So like that's like
yeah, like my
feasible
parents had a
in him
30-year
having a
age
kid.
gap. So like
yeah.
you know,
But like also like in terms of kid, like if she was the
yeah,
kid,
like
it's still,
if he was like a single dad or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
like it's not like
cool.
a teen pregnancy type deal.
All right,
that
let's
we're trying
just
to force into a rom-com.
Let's just roll.
Cryptids.
Let's just roll a new main actor.
And then we'll see based on the main actor, because we also have like people who are in age as Sochi's up. So
listen, we'll see like if it comes up another old man. Okay.
She has dads.
She has 2 gay dads. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling till we get someone that won't get us canceled. All right. Okay. 7. Oh please, please. Who is 7?
It?
No.
Okay, but
Crying, guys.
really good set of gay dads.
The dice yearn for old men. Okay, gay dads. That's fine.
Yeah,
she has 2 gay dads. We're gonna do one more roll. Okay,
that is a pair for her.
Please. Please. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's fair. We're like moving the rotation of people now.
8.
It's the same, right?
That's 8 again.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Whoops. The dice are like, no, you're putting Soji Sub in this.
No, Sochi Sub is in this.
9. Okay.
It's Prime Force supernatural shows.
Lee
Oh
June.
my gosh, did we really do
We did. Okay. We
We
did a
God,
7, 8, 9. Or is that? Yeah, that's a 9. Okay. Lee June. Okay, it's 10 years. I think 10 years is acceptable. I think we're okay with. Are we okay with 10 years?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with Lee. I'm okay with Lee June. I'm okay with Lee June. And when it is Lee June, you know what that means. He can be the creature, whatever the creature is, because that's what he was born to do.
That's what he wants to do. It's the role that he would actually like go for.
Yeah.
These dice are trying to get us canceled today. This is wild. Okay.
Listen, we've never done this way before,
That's
too.
true.
So it's like makes it interesting.
True.
All right. Here are the spooky creatures that I have come up with. Some of them he could be. Some of them obviously couldn't be. Couldn't be Godzilla. I'm also very Mothman passionate. Okay.
I mean, like, out of like what I want him in real life to be, a werewolf would probably be really good.
Would be really fun.
Yeah, we've already got the vampire, but like, I mean, like, vampire's always great, but yeah.
Let me find my D12 here. Okay. I've got the D12.
Also, like a Korean version of Mummy would be
really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And would actually kind of fit
we should do
perfectly.
a fan cast of that.
Yeah.
Let's do a fan cast of that in the future.
Yeah, we'll add it to the list. And it would actually be like a really cool, like, you know, you find a grave, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it'd be like a part of the, you know, whatever, the, you know, the people who find things, whatever they are.
Like archaeologists,
like series of like dramas.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're back on track, everyone. We're back on track. Okay. Let's get out of
Can't get canceled anymore.
We're not getting canceled. All right, let's find out. 7. Okay. A chupacabra.
Oh.
All right, interesting.
Okay.
I put that in kind of as a bit of a bit for myself, but this is okay.
It ends in an A instead of an E, just so you know.
Oh, whoops. I was chupacabra. That's right. I spelled it 100% wrong. Listen, I did this list today while I was babysitting, and I got up at like 7 a.m, and I don't normally get up that early. And listen,
I'm
trying to look up what this
chupacabra
is.
Chupacabra. It's not
like
chupacabra. Yeah.
It's not like
the name is derived from the Spanish words chupar.
I wouldn't. Nobody's gonna put Ijun as this.
No, he's
casting.
But listen, Lee Jun could be like a cryptozoologist.
That's true.
Who's been hunting,
breeder of chupacabra.
He's been searching for the goat suckers his whole life. Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's find out what tropes we're doing.
Characterized as the southern equivalent of the Sasquatch, but like when you look at it, it looks like a creepy dog. Like
it's like a creepy dog that eats goats. I feel like there was like a dog with
and where they like live is like very close to.
It's like Central America. Yeah.
So it was first reported in '95 in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I feel like. Listen, this is just like a personal chupacabra.
Did you know that they stood upright?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My personal chupacabra opinion is that it was a sad dog with mange who was seen in a bad light and then was just doing dog shit.
I mean, most cryptids I think are just like
animals with a disease. Yeah.
But then also we have so many different species of animals that like go extinct so fast that like any of these could be those.
It could be just like a mutant dog.
Like I feel like that it's rooted in realism in terms of like it's an animal that's like just not unknown.
Yeah.
For most cryptids, but not in the ways that like, you know, I don't think
that's no fun for what we're doing today.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So the goat sucker will live, a vampiric evil dog, which is, I feel, really on brand for us as what we create. Mm-hmm. An evil vampiric dog. You know, it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
we've got the dog food sponsors then, I guess.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna one second, because so if we go with like Lee Jun, okay, we got the two Soji Sub and Song Soo-koo, the two gay dads. Fun, we love it. Okay, then we've got Kim Yoo Jung as their like daughter. Maybe they live in the countryside. Okay, maybe she's like maybe she runs like a pet
Don't we need
rescue.
to look up setting? Don't we need
to
roll?
We do. Where did setting go?
Yeah.
Where's 1 second? You normally where is setting?
Did
I accidentally delete setting? I may have accidentally deleted setting.
We can.
That's fine. I mean, like rural places is where it's probably going to be. In terms of like
just by in terms of it being
like unless we're like fully going into like research.
Well, honestly,
but then again, he would. Still
if we want to, we can roll twice for creature. If we feel like we want to do that,
we can do like a surprise.
Yeah, the plot twist could be
a second
creature.
Yeah, that has to do the plot twist. That's what we have to do.
Yeah,
the plot roll plot twist and roll the creature, and they have to do whatever that like comes up to be. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All
I
right.
can figure out how to make this work.
Okay. Let's do the tropes first. Let's get these tropes that we gotta include. All right. Sky, you ready to type down what we're doing? All right. Okay. We've got 10.
10. Oh.
We've got 1. And we've got 14. 10, 1, 10, and 14.
10, 14.
Faded Lovers.
Faded Lovers. Easy.
Boring.
A love triangle. Boo. Well,
Boring.
listen, we could make it fun somehow. I know we can. I believe in us. And a stalker. All right. Listen, they're giving us easy. This is like easy mode, okay?
Yeah, this is like, we really like leaning into the tropes, the normal tropes.
So we're rolling a second creature. We love a chupacabra, but like I feel like there needs to be a second one. I feel like there needs to be a reveal, as we said, somehow. And then so let's see what second creature we're getting, which I do believe was a D12. 7 again. Absolutely not. 1. Okay.
1.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
How did we do that?
We fucked it, guys. We
really did.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm crying.
No.
I'm crying. We can't do this. I'm sorry. We cannot do this. No.
We have to. The dice said.
No. So easy. Legion's character, he studies cryptids. He mostly emphasizes chupacabra. Like that's like his emphasis. That's what he looks for.
No, he's studying the chupacabra, and he only believes it's that, and then finds out through his studies that Godzilla is real.
Yes.
Okay. We do have options here. We have options here because we can just make Godzilla be what Godzilla doesn't exist, which means that we can make our own Godzilla rules.
Also make like Godzilla a special interest to someone in the cast. Like it's not actually a cryptid, it's just there. Soji Sub is obsessed with watching Godzilla movies, and so it's
and maybe we sort of retcon to our own version of a chupacabra, where it's like a lizard-like creature, right? So then, like maybe he's the first one who sees it. But they're all like, you were drinking and watching those Godzilla movies, the old middle-aged hot man with a husband. Hilarious. And then, we can make this work. We always manage to make it work. And that's important. So, let's find out what cliches.
I love how the Godzilla thing just like broke her.
We're like, no, I'm sorry.
I didn't expect it to happen. I really didn't. That was the turning point.
I don't think any of us expected that. That was a bit of a joke, really.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like gonna wipe my tear away.
Okay.
Let's roll a couple of cliches that we're putting in.
There's got to be a shower scene with Soji Sub here. Come on.
That is his wheelhouse. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay, 15.
Okay.
11. And 17.
Oh no, it didn't happen.
Oh, so close.
Subway
so
date.
Close. Okay.
Girl pretends to be a boy.
Okay.
And then locked in a fridge elevator room. We're really going in. This is like old school.
You know what?
Rom-com.
This is
we just
very
made a
much
2016, 2015 rom-com, didn't we?
We did. Rom-com mellow.
Yeah.
Listen, they're classics for a reason. Okay.
The way that this is meant to be a mellow is just cracking me up, really.
Like, it really is. This might be one of our most challenging ones yet. But
this actually, yeah.
Godzilla
mellow? Yeah.
We made that dog food PPL show work. Okay.
We also made the Roomba evil.
We made an evil
every time
Roomba,
we make
and
them
it worked.
We make them work like literally someone could actually like contemplate buying our pitch. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe
not
in
even
this.
just like in a we are good with words type thing. We actually made it work logically.
I believe we can do this. So I love the Soji Sub Godzilla fan, because we all know that he is a bit of a fanboy in real life. Not for Godzilla, but like
they could
they
could own some type of business, but they have like a monthly Godzilla movie night that they have the whole little town come to. Like that's like, not only does everyone know that he likes Godzilla, but like it's like a social thing
where they like Rudo comes in and he has like Godzilla like toys that he gives them if he's like out on a business trip or something. Like he's always just like Godzilla toys. I like also think we could play with like half of the series being rom-com and then moving into
half being mellow.
We could do it
like I feel like
okay.
I feel like the Sansuku Soji Sub bit could be the rom-com. Okay, could be like the sweet old man yaoi that we've all been yearning for. All right, and then the Kim Yoo Jung Lee Jun could be the over-the-top like dramatic mellow that's happening like simultaneously, where they're like really like they're hunting down this creature. They're like finding out, I'm sure Lee Jun has some birth secrets about his birth. Maybe he was from an orphanage, but finds out, I don't know. There's always something. So that can be like the fun mellow happening, but then it would then cut before it gets too much. It then cuts to like, oh, Sansuku coming back from a business trip and like contemplating at the airport like, oh, what figurine should I buy my sweet husband? But like everyone in the town where we live thinks that we're just like brothers because homophobia. And I think but like that's what he thinks, but then you find out that everyone in the town knew the whole time. Is Jessie oh, she's back. Okay.
Oh yeah, it moved. It froze for a second.
Okay.
Some internet issues. So
we're having some internet let me just put up the we'll just put this up. Just know that there's a few of these happening today. Okay. So rom-com mellow. Chupacabra. Lee Jun.
To me, a lot of the like cliches and things are just easy. Like barely, like we'll talk about them, but they're easy. Except for girl pretends to be boy. Why does she need to be doing that? Or I guess it doesn't have to be her.
Like we do have the option to reverse it. Because we make the rules where a boy pretends to be a girl.
Or tropes or whatever. Do we have one that is like fated lovers? Did we do that?
Yes. We have fated
because
lovers,
maybe
love triangle, square, stalker.
The girl she pretends to be a boy when she's younger and they know each other.
Oh.
And then she's not doing that anymore. Like now that
she was pretending. Okay, she was 25. Pretending to be a boy because she had two dads. And was just like, well, I should be a boy too.
No, nobody was playing with her because stupidness. So like she decided to pretend she was a boy, so then she could kind of get away with like not being attached with her family because they all know that they have a daughter. So that's how she. And if they're like living in a rural place, they don't have very many options in friends. Mm-hmm. So
I like it. Listen, the dice always think they're gonna trip us up. We're onto your games, dice. And then, so obviously, then the fated lovers, because Lee Jun was there as a kid for some reason. Listen, this is such a classic like drama thing where it's good every time.
But it like also works too, even with like the difference in age, because if like you're in a rural place, like you're just playing with whatever kids you have. It doesn't matter what like their actual age is, because like if that's it, and they're kids, you're playing with them.
Also, like there is an option to like their characters could be a little older and a little younger on either side.
Yeah,
they're a little closer in age. Yeah. So instead of 10 years, it's like 5 years or something. We can
which would be perfectly like acceptable, like an 8 and like an
8-year-old and like a 14-year-old or something. Yeah, like it'd be fine.
Yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be playing and like going on their bikes, because like if you only have 10 options of people who are under 18, like you're kind of
like,
stuck with those 10 options.
I grew up in a rural place, and let me tell you, like from between the ages of 5 and 15, everyone just hung out together.
Yeah.
Like, and
That's
it was the bike riding, climbing trees. It's like, what else are you gonna do? The internet didn't exist yet. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing. So yeah, no, I like it. I like where we're going with this. Ooh.
So, as far as the tropes, we got the fated lovers down. That's easy. Love triangle square. Do we need to roll again?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
we do need another. Okay. Do we need another woman or another man?
Maybe we roll for that.
Yeah.
You're correct.
You're
like correct. Okay.
Whatever.
So let's roll this d6. Evens, lady. Odds, man. Evens. All right. We're getting another lady. Okay. Let's go back to. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we need a second. Who's going to be the other foot of this love triangle?
This would be great.
Okay. All right. Let's find out.
All right.
All right. Wait, was that 6?
Wait a minute.
Song
Ji-hyo.
No, like
what?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
Unless we move her just like
Should we just are against us? Let's just pick. Okay, enough of this. I get listen, these dice are trying to get us canceled today. Trying to get us in trouble with the teenagers on Twitter. That's not what we're trying to do. Let's just say it's
But
Susie.
also the girl deserves to be like acting with people
like
her age.
Listen, we'll find a role for her. We'll find a role for her in this, okay? That she could she could be the mom. Okay? Like maybe the gay couple are her uncles. All right? Okay? Oh. And she has been left with her uncles by her mother to like be raised. So they're like,
I mean, let's be real. A drama like this would have like family secrets, whether we roll it or not.
Yeah. And so and then somehow, Song Ji-hyo has to be like involved in, Lee Jun's life in some way.
And it could be just like one episode. This is obviously the guest role.
Yeah, guest star.
Yeah.
But
she
cool.
would.
I'm cool with Susie just being there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's 100% acceptable to me as a person. We don't need the dice to make this decision for us. We can just say, and Susie was there. Because I feel like she would be like a really great, it doesn't even have to be like a malicious love triangle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, maybe she's his ex. And, but they work together. And maybe he's like, she's a legit zoologist. And like, they broke up over like the research situation.
We could also make it part of the mellow that like, she's not like in a relationship with him, but she has a crush on him, but she's still super sweet. So she's going to like, let them be a couple or whatever. But like, you feel really bad about it the entire time. You're like, but like that girl deserves her love.
But then,
and they're like great together too. So you're like, oh, I see why you like him.
Yeah. But then, but what you always have to do in situations like this, which I feel like dramas often forget to do for like audience satisfaction, is you have to bring in a cameo in the last episode of like a great alternative that to be like, oh, and here's the new like research fellow or something.
For the mellow.
That is also listen, you either got to kill her off or you got to have a cameo of a really attractive, like a Song Kang has to show up in the last 10 minutes and just be like, oh, here's the new like professor of something at the university. And like, you gotta do one of those, like either she's dead or you present an alternative.
Well, okay. One thing we have to still remember, our third trope, stalker. We have to have a stalker.
Oh, but like, I mean,
Okay.
like, that's the cryptid is going to stalk. Like, that's how every cryptid works.
Oh, listen.
That's like the problem. That's an easy problem. But we also
That's
have the
easy.
locked in a fridge, right? Which is easy because it's scientists. They have fridges.
Yeah.
Done.
Or you pull like a Jurassic Park situation with the cryptid stalking. Where, like, you know, they've locked themselves into the fridge for protection.
Yes.
Oh, this is fun. They thought the dice thought they were getting us. They thought they were getting us. They weren't getting us today. This is great. I love everything that we're doing so far.
She agrees.
Are there any other like screens to roll, like PPL?
Yeah, we do be getting. Let me scroll over here. Boop, 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 boop. Plot twist. All right.
Okay, hit us with
it's
at
time.
least one. Okay. No, we have plenty going on.
It's time. It's time for a spooky plot twist. One.
Trunk of Doom is not spooky, and everybody's gonna know it's there. Like, oh no,
the dice were like, you were getting too comfortable with defying me. Okay, but like,
do
what
you not
else?
Remember that this is a classic rom-com.
Yeah. Classic being like an updated classic, but a classic nonetheless. Okay.
Okay, so Trunk of Doom. That doesn't mean that the person has to like die, right? Like, could they?
No. Just means that you know, but also doesn't necessarily have to be a truck.
I think it has to be one of the dads who gets hit.
Oh yeah,
it has to be. I was thinking it has to be one of the dads.
It could be
add to the mellow side. Like
it could be a chupacabra of doom. Just
maybe they're getting chased by the chupacabra. So like, that's another thing. It's like the chupacabra gets them in the freezer. Chupacabra.
Oh my gosh!
So like traffic.
So you know they've been studying the chupacabra. They first thought that was it. It was Godzilla. And so they're focusing on the Godzilla problem.
Yeah,
totally. Like the whole show is just focusing on the Godzilla problem. Okay, and so later on, like last third, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Chupacabra gets one of the dads.
Like another option. Okay, if we want to like lean in to like some fun horror styling, which I think we do, is you open the show, okay? And the opening of the show has a classic like nighttime person running for their life, okay? Stumbling, falling through the forest, running, getting up, like, you know, wheezing, out of breath, okay? Then you have like the mysterious, you know, you always hear like the creature coming through the brush.
Yeah.
But you never see it. The person's running. You know, they see civilization in the distance. They think they're gonna be okay. Then they run out, bam, immediately hit by a truck. Creature, Lilo and Stitch style. The creature reverts back into the, you know, sinks back into the underbrush. You never see what it is. The person is then lying dead on like the thing. Truck driver's getting out going like, oh my God, like you came out of nowhere. Cut immediately to screams. But the screams are on the television because Soji Sub is watching Godzilla. You know,
and that could be part of the thing though. Like the Chupacabra has been like doing these things unintentionally or like intentionally where people are dying, but like you don't expect it's something supernatural because other things happen, like getting hit by
tigers exist, you know, like wolves exist,
and then that starts Ijun's research.
Yeah.
Also, I love a good
kind of
horror
almost
opening.
Like Circle in the very beginning.
You don't know why something's happening.
Yeah,
but you know something is happening, and then it's like, I just think that would be a fun opening because it's like such. If we're going with like a classic vibe, that's a classic horror opening.
That is, and it's like I don't want to say fun, but it's different use of a Todd, so that works out.
And I don't think the dice can argue with that. That was a Truck of Doom. I do believe.
It is.
Someone was doomed by the narrative and the truck, you know? But I, you know, like this, and then with its gasping breath, you know, as he lies there struggling to say something. And then the truck driver's like, no, don't talk. I'm calling an ambulance. 911. Ah. And then he whispers something that you can barely hear. Goat sucker. That's all he revealed later. Or something stupid.
And then they're like, oh, you were like out with your goats, maybe?
Like, I think that if we're setting this in the country, which I think we are because that's where these creatures operate.
I think that works out, yeah.
She could run like a wildlife rescue or something.
Farm? Yeah.
Not even necessarily a goat farm. It could be a goat farm.
I mean, like, the person who died could be a goat farmer, so maybe that's like your only clue. But if you're not like coming into this drama knowing about the chupacabra, you're not going to think that like it is until you get more of like the research that like Eugene will provide. Eugene is like will provide you with everything you need to know about
exposition,
kind of like the you know, like how they like for the medical shows they always like write it in the corner. Like
it'll be Lee June telling you,
girl.
Like,
and you eventually have to figure out why like a Latin American cryptid is over in Korea. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah,
my thought, okay. And it's a classic, but it's an easy one. American military experiment.
Boom. Or just like a smuggled.
Yeah, like an exotic creature smuggling for like make rich people the villains yet again. Which does mean I feel like, because I always love these shows because as you know, it's always good when like the creature isn't actually the villain. The villain is some rich asshole. And that's the best part about all of these.
And the creature's only doing what the creature knows what to do. Like, so it's not a villain. It's just that's its species.
Mm-hmm. So I think we might need to find a rich asshole to be responsible.
We do need to find a rich asshole.
So
Kim Yoo-jung, since if she runs a wildlife rescue type thing, there could have been some animals like on their way to her
that disappeared.
That either disappeared or the chupacabra was like on its way to her because it got like mislabeled or something like really weird. And then it escaped.
Yeah, there could be like a secondary truck of doom that's just like a truck accident. Where you find out later, it's like that was just a truck having an accident and the doom was releasing the chupacabra into the world.
Right.
The smuggler's truck of doom. Okay. Rich asshole. Listen, a female villain is fun, but like this sort of like animal collecting nonsense feels very rich dude to me.
It also feels rich old dude to me. Like I feel like we need to find like an older.
I know who. The dude from Taxi Driver and Train to Busan.
Yeah.
So he's a good villain.
I'll go get his name.
The villain of Train to Busan.
He's so good. Kim Yi-sung. E-U-I.
E-U-I-sung, yeah. Kim Wee-sung. I just feel like he would be... Okay, listen, since these old classics, everything's always connected, right? We got to mellow. We got to have birth secrets. Not just one birth secret. We got to have multiple birth secrets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Illegitimately June, anyone?
Absolutely.
Or like
maybe
even legitimate but disowned or something.
Like, or like ran away to like escape
just
him.
Like you're really sucky dad.
Slept with his mom, like the mistress, and like they don't know. Like
yeah.
Oh, this is fascinating.
I mean, he could also have been like living in the like town, like in their village for so long, and then like leaves the mom and June and goes to like Seoul or something and then gets like plastic surgery. So he's like doesn't look like the dad because he's become this
changed his
asshole.
Identity.
And then he's changed his identity enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, Song Ji Hyo's character, which I mean, I know she's not on screen a lot, but as far as since she's the mom of Kim Yoo-jung, is she somehow affiliated? Like, since she's like not in the countryside, is she like maybe working? Like,
I feel like she's affiliated with the rich dude somehow.
Yeah, like in his circle at least.
Yeah, like maybe she's
or maybe
like
that was her
like
intention all along. She went to go find him.
Yeah,
because she didn't believe that he died or anything. So she was like,
"Oh wait, are we saying that she's Lee Jun's mom, or are we saying that she's Kim Yoo-jung's mom?"
I thought she was Kim Yoo-jung's.
Yeah,
maybe was like confused.
Yeah, because I thought that she left Kim Yoo-jung with the gay dads, with the gay uncles.
Yeah,
the gunkles.
So yeah, so then that's fine because then it can be like something that she got an opportunity in Seoul. So she was like, "Here, I'll send money back to you." Like, so that's what.
So they're like just like good old country boys.
Maybe she's like a prosecutor trying to take the really rich guy down.
Yeah, or she's also evil, and she's actually like been working with it. She's his like acquisition expert. Like she's
that would
the
be
one
really good, like mellow turn to like find out like that she's the one that she is adoring.
Yeah, and like like she visits once a year, and like she always brings these lavish gifts and stuff, and she's always trying to convince her to like come to the city and like live with her, and she's like, no, like I can't leave my uncles and my animals, like, and all this,
and she knows, and it's not like her mom left her because of bad things. It's just like her mom got this job, which is very like good, and so she's like left her in care with these really nice uncles. So
yeah,
it's not a bad thing that like the mom had left. So like she doesn't have that like preconceived notion that like her mom could not be a good
and like
person,
her mom seems
which
like
is
a
like
really nice,
good mellow.
That's such a good
really
mellow
good
where you find out that your mom was the villain all
Mhm.
along. Like she's like this evil dude second in command, and you had no idea. And then you meet his estranged son, who's like, this is the devil incarnate. But then Lee Jun, I think, because if we don't make it like, if we go with he hates his dad, so he like changed his name and like left his father to like not be associated with him, then Lee Jun would also know that the mom is evil, and so he has to be the bearer of bad news.
Not necessarily, but he could figure it out later. Like
like well, if like he left as like a teen.
Because we could also make her evil, but not like villain evil, which we shouldn't do because of the mellow. Because
she's just
Korean mellow is
she's just capitalistically
she's
evil.
Like, he sees her do things like look down on people who have not as much money on her, or like is helping fund. Like he finds her on a list of funding something that's like against.
And like maybe he'll have like overheard her like like talking shit about her brother. Yeah, like being like, this my poor bumpkin brother in the countryside and all this.
Because it could be at a level where like he's like, I cannot tell this girl that her mom is not who she thinks she is. Yeah,
he's bigger, but like just sort of like two-faced, like not like the father devil incarnate. Okay, and
absolutely,
like who Yoo Jung's dad doesn't matter, irrelevant. He's dead. He doesn't matter. He's not part of this narrative whatsoever. Because otherwise we have to come up with yet another.
No,
well, you know what? That would be like more mellow. But like we only have 12 episodes.
That could have like died.
Could have just been. Maybe it was like a one-night stand, so she never didn't even know his name. Yeah. And it could be anything. It's just
Godzilla from years earlier. You never know.
You never know. Like, are we actually like going with Godzilla is real, or is it just like Soji Sub is obsessed with Godzilla and sees Godzilla wherever there are eyes to see? Like
the dad just disappeared, and Soji Sub insists it was Godzilla. It was
like or like
maybe like tinfoil hat level of like he believes like a little, that Godzilla is real.
To like be less like if we make it that like she just had a one-night stand and like never even got the guy's name or something, but like he didn't want his little niece to feel like be made fun of or anything, so he may have concocted a tale as a child that he went to fight Godzilla and didn't come back.
Wouldn't it be really sweet if like Godzilla has a special place in her heart because like she remembers growing up hearing tales about Godzilla, and it's this like very sweet, like when she's scared or something, she always thinks of Godzilla, or she like maybe has like a keychain they gave her or something like that.
And so like when she's a little older, she realizes my dad didn't go because Godzilla's not real. My dad didn't go to fight Godzilla, but like,
and it could be just
she loves
like,
that her uncle. She loves that her uncle tried to make her feel okay about not having a dad. And so I think that would actually be very cute. So I think Godzilla's not real in this universe, but this like genetic mutant creature is.
But like also like we can like really go in on like Godzilla jokes or like little inside things, or like
that could be the comedy.
Godzilla's like always in the background, like and something like maybe on a TV or a little,
and like Soji's Up always has a Godzilla shirt on, like maybe
it could be like small too, where you don't like actually pick it up until you watch it a couple times, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're watching Godzilla in that bar. That like, And there could just be like, like things would just cut to like, like if something in a horror scene where someone's screaming or something, it just cuts to them like watching Godzilla because that's just like what they do. Because maybe he's got a little bit of autism and his hyperfixation. And maybe they have a really small like movie theater that has just come to town. It's very quaint, and they're always posting Godzilla movies, so they all go.
Or like, maybe that's what he does. Maybe he runs like this tiny little movie theater, like 30-seat movie theater in this small rural town that like he just has all these old reels.
Or no, it's like on their property. Maybe they have a lot of land and it's on their property, and it's literally just like a production scene, like a drive-in. And they have like they like actually like carved like little seating too, so you don't have to drive in, but like people drive in on their like farm
tractors
too.
Like, oh my god. And they're just like farmers as well. Oh. We always make these small towns so charming, which do not reflect real small towns whatsoever, let me tell you. But like they always seem
our story
so charming. I love this. And then like he's just on the quest, like Lee Jun's heard rumors of a new creature. Okay. Maybe one person did, like the guy who got hit by the truck didn't die. And then they think that he's, got brain damage because he keeps like drawing this like lizard dog creature with like blood dripping fangs and red eyes and shit. And so he's like, no, he doesn't got brain damage from that horrible truck accident.
He also could just be like still so tied to the town that like even when he's not there, he's getting like updates from like maybe his like friend from school or something is always like telling these stories because he likes to tell the stories of the town because it's a small town, like anything is like major news, and he'd probably like and then this happened, and so like June is just like another thing where like a goat or something is attached to. Wait a minute, isn't that like person who like had goats on his farm for a while? Like he just like starts to like be like, wait a minute, and that's like his incentive to go back.
Now I propose. I'm drinking out of this lovely Wanho cup right now that Katie gave me. And there's always room for a farmhand on any farm.
There absolutely is.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like Lee Jun and Wanho would be such good friends.
I think like also Wanho would be friends with like the uncles as well.
Yeah, because he works on their farm,
he's
but
still
like
around. Yeah, and he's like helps with the projection screen and stuff. And
it's possible that he's the uncle's son. Like he is like, Kim Yoo-jung's like cousin.
It could be like maybe it's like it's not the son, but like they've like adopted him essentially. Yeah, and so like he's like the
okay. And then so he'll be just like he's still friends with Lee Jun because maybe they went to like high school together, like out of town to a boys' school or whatever, right? And so he's just like chatting with him, and he's like, "Oh man, like you won't believe the crazy shit that happened. Like old man, whatever, over the goat farmer? And Lee Jun's like, yeah, whatever, goat farmer, sure. And he's like, he got hit by a car. And he's like, damn, like, that's crazy. And he's like, but that's not what's crazy. Like, now he keeps saying that he saw some sort of, like, creature, like, ooh. Like, and then it becomes like, he's sort of like this old man went crazy after getting hit by this car. Like, but then Lee Jun's like, he's not crazy. That's what brings him back to town.
He made this weird drawing.
We can also have like Won-ho be the one who hears all these stories too. Like Won-ho hears it because
he's the narrator
picking up stuff. And he just hears it from the pharmacy workers. They're like saying the story, and he's like kind of hidden by the like aisles, and then they stop talking, and he's like,
and then you would just see him like lean over, like, huh?
Yeah.
There's the comedy.
Just, like, always there. Yes, he's always there. So it's like a bar, and then like you don't know he's there until like the camera pans at the last second. He's like at the end of the bar who have listened to everything. So he's just like always there for these stories, and that's how he knows.
Now, if Susie doesn't die, okay, and we decide to give her the rom-com ending. The perfect rom-com ending is her just like, let me paint a word picture for you as like one of the final scenes of this show. Okay. She's like, the chupacabra has been vanquished or whatever. I don't know, captured. Maybe they don't kill it. Maybe it's just, it's not even supernatural. It's just a creature. It's just a poor genetic mutation, like maybe
that is just
made in a lab. It was just trying to live. So like they're like, okay, we're gonna bring it to like a wildlife preserve where it can live out its life or whatever. So like it's all over. She's she's about to leave town. Okay, she's about to leave this farm that the two gunkles run. The clouds part. Okay, a beam of sunlight comes down. Her eyes follow the beam, and there, shirtless with a pitchfork, is Won-ho shoveling hay with some cows. Do you see the vision?
I do. I see the vision. I also will suggest that maybe Won-ho saves her.
Yes, or like maybe they have like
could be
they enemies to lovers.
Relationship. Yeah, but it's like one of those really nice enemies to lovers. So like maybe she's just like, he's just always around, and it's like kind of like annoying brother type
like
relationship.
Annoying.
Like, I don't find this person that horrible, but it's like, why would I want to be around him all the time? He's not my best friend, but he's always there because of the uncle and her best friend,
and
like lives with
city, like
city girl, country boy
people, and he's a little too friendly, and that kind of like rubs her the wrong way just enough.
He doesn't use honorifics. Like he's just like, we're friends, we're chingoos, don't worry about
it. Like
very much. Yeah. But I just like overalls unbuttoned.
It's the
no shirt.
Annoying to lovers.
Yeah. Like and like he like sort of like loser him up through this whole drama, right? Yeah. Like maybe give him like really just over like baggy, ripped clothes all the time, where he looks like a bum all the time, and like
he always says like the wrong thing,
drops maybe
things.
Maybe he too, didn't learn social skills along with old Soshi Sub, and they're both a little off-putting, but then he saves her life, right? And so like, she's looking at him in a little bit of a different light, but then looks at him in a little bit of a different light because like, he puts down the pitchfork, picks up a bottle of water, pouring it over himself, shaking it off, like, and then her just being like, oh. And then I think that would be a fun little rom-com ending.
Was scheduled to leave that day, and then it's just made very obvious before the very end that she is going to postpone leaving. Like,
it just shows her like opening her app and canceling her Uber, like, like whatever the equivalent is. That would be so stupid, but so fitting for this type of show. Oh, Won-ho Cup. You've done so much for the narrative. I love that we do this every time.
I know.
That we create just absolutely perfect shows.
So we didn't really talk about like why Kim Yoo-jung and Lee Jun fall for each other. Is it just fated love? They're just gonna work together, and it's
right. So they were like kids, right? So he
Kids
like met her as a kid where she was pretending to be a boy. Okay, and maybe like he always wanted to like come and visit like when he was in high school, but she was like never there. Maybe she was always like visiting her mom or something. So he never actually found out she was a woman. Okay, he just remembers the little boy, so he just kept asking Wonho about his cousin, and it's never like explained.
Female, but Wonho's really nice, so he always like talks highly of her.
Yeah, but it's just like like my cousin started a wildlife rescue, like my cousin, and maybe like she has a bit of like a unisex name, like I'm not. Obviously, I don't know what a unisex name would be in Korean, but I know unisex names exist.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
So then, he comes expecting to like meet his childhood friend again, the little boy, the scrappy little boy that they used to run through mud puddles or some bullshit together. I don't know what they boys do.
Yeah.
And suddenly, no, it's an extremely beautiful woman.
Maybe like the first meeting is that like he's come and he's looking for the guy, and then he sees her and he doesn't like pick up that it's who she is like at all. But she knows, because there's always that like the one person knows. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I remember him. And so maybe she like obviously had a crush on him no matter what. So she's kind of playing all along that we're there, like, not around. But because she in this town has lived with an uncle who is obsessed with Godzilla, she's more like tolerant to like that sort of like level of like people asking about that. And so like they form a friendship or relationship because she's like, yeah, I can like take you around to like exactly where these places happen. And then like uses her for a while, and then they find out and
then you get put in a few positions,
and it's one who was like, hey,
you get stalked a few times by a creatura. Suddenly these things form trauma bonds.
You have to have a subway date. That's the one thing we haven't done. Subway date.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Who has the subway date?
Listen, it could be the gay dads.
Does
he just bring Subway like on his way into town?
Like
they could just like go to town and they're like, oh, let's go to a Subway. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's adorable that like they would pick a Subway when they're in like a bigger town.
Like if we make it so that Soji Sub is very much like neurodivergent, which I think we're a fan of that aesthetic. But that's like fine. And Sang-soo-koo is very much not, but loves him so much. But they could, if we want to add just like a little bit of a mellow.
Yuck, though, like from God's Quiz, isn't it?
No, it's Sang-soo-koo from
okay.
Whatchamacallit? My Liberation Notes, Killer Paradox.
Okay.
Roundup. He's
okay.
Still, also to like 20 years older than her. Listen, those dice, they wanted us in trouble, and we said not today. And so there could be like a little bit of like a mellow situation where like someone like makes fun of Soji Sub's character or like gets, annoyed at him, and it could, happen in, I feel like Subway wouldn't sign off on this though, because they want positive Subway experiences, but like maybe like outside of the Subway, like something happens dramatic.
It could be also that maybe he, for one of the movie screenings, he goes to a Subway and gets a bunch of like, Subway sandwiches, and so like passes around for everybody who's there watching the movie. That like maybe he just like always does something a little bit like special for each screening.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We're making him so cute. Like
we are. So cute. We are, and it's like maybe Sang-soo-koo like he actually does have like maybe he's like a stock trader or something who like just works from the country because he can do everything on his computer. Like, and so like they're actually very wealthy. So they're never even charging people for all of these movie nights. But like, Soji-sub thinks he's running a lovely little business of like with this. And he's just like, nah, just go take care of the cows, honey. Like, don't worry about this. This is just your fun little Godzilla hobby, and we're okay with that. I love this. You know, the dice thought they were getting us today.
Yeah, whenever we hit rom-com, we're all like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But like
rom-com.
a mellow rom-com creature feature is quite a selection. But I think we've done it. Mm-hmm. We even managed to work Godzilla into it. They thought oh no, what did we forget?
Title?
Oh, title.
Title is always
Godzilla.
Always. Godzilla. Countryside creature.
This is
Countryside Secrets. Yes, Amanda.
Yes.
Another rom-com creature feature.
Amanda, things went a little awry today, but we pulled it out. We pulled it out.
Yeah.
Let's try to see.
So now we're trying to come up with the title, which is interesting.
Like, it's unfortunate that this is a serial killer name, because Night Stalker would be perfect for this. But that is an actual serial killer. And
maybe it's just like the town's name. Farm life.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It was a mellow rom-com creature feature. Things happened. The Chupacabra is out and he be eating people. And Lee June be there. Okay, for anyone who's coming, I'm gonna take Amanda through what happened at the beginning of this adventure. We got a 12-episode Chupacabra themed mellow rom-com, where then we went to go get the actors, and we got Kim Yoo-jung as the main actress, and that was very exciting. Oh, goodbye, Jesse. And that was very exciting. I gotta put this back up now that whoop. Okay. But then we then rolled and got Soji-sub and said, we're not letting the teenagers on Twitter come for us like this. Absolutely not. There's no way that we are getting canceled. Hello, welcome back. There's no way that we're getting canceled over these dice. So then we're like, okay, let's just make him the dad, and let's like roll another fella. So then we rolled another fella and got Sun Suku, and we said, dice! Dice! You're trying to get us in trouble. So then we were like, okay, 2 gay dads. We're going to roll one more time. And we got Lee June, and we were like, fine. We can make that work. That's not a 20-year age gap. We can make it work. And then we did. And then we tried to do, the dice continued their jokery. Because then we decided, what if we put another cryptid along with the Chupacabra? And we rolled it and then got Godzilla. And we said, there's like one cryptid that we can't possibly make work. So we just made Godzilla more of a concept than an actual, like a running gag rather than an actual creature. And then we were like, we have to do a love triangle. So let's roll for like another woman for this love triangle. And then got Song Ji-hyo, and we said, not again! Not again! You can't be doing this to us! So we made her Kim Yoo-jung's mom. And then we just said, it's Susie! It's Susie, it's fine. And then we were like, we need a hot farmhand. And I was drinking out of a Wonho mug, and we said, done. So... It's been an experience today.
There was also Truck of Doom. There was a
Truck of Doom, which we did make work in a non-cheesy way.
Yeah.
And listen, we've been working hard to make this, but now we just need a title. It could just be like whatever the fictional town name is, and then like, well, I'm not gonna say creature because that's Young Son Creature is already like a thing. But it could like I just like the word stalker, like because we did also get stalker as a trope, but then we said no. The chupacabra gonna be stalking. We're not gonna. We've done well here.
Title still.
Okay, let's look.
Stalker would be good, but needs one other word.
Let's see, Korean word for forest. Sup. That's not that great.
Intruder.
See what the word for goat is. Okay. Yeah. The word for goat is yamso, which is great. Okay. And like if the word goat was in like if the name of this town had goat in it, because often towns will be named after things in the town, so like Goat River or something, but then you just call it Yamso Stalker as like an extra little fun nod to the chupacabra because they're goat suckers.
How is that spelled?
YEOMSO.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Just, making it.
There you go.
Yeah. Just a little bit of this action.
The tone of the posters would be really hard to like actually convey the tone of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think it
we wouldn't
literally
be
just be God's. Well, no, you wouldn't be able to do that. Well, it's whatever. It's never coming into like real life. Just like Godzilla toy, just like in like just sitting on a table. That's it. Just like not even like
with maybe like a little bit of blood next to it,
or like, just a weird shadow.
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Or
like
maybe
it.
someone like coming in, and so it's like you see either the shadow of figure or the shadow of the person, like arm or something.
Some movie tickets with just a little bit of blood on it.
Oh.
I'm actually really, really proud of this episode.
I didn't know how we were gonna do it.
I didn't either.
But we did.
We did it.
We did.
We really did.
And you know what? I would watch it.
I would totally watch this.
I would be sat for this every week, like cast aside. Like I would just be like, hell yeah. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with us, for coming and watching this. We'll be back next month for November's edition of Roll4Drama, where it'll be something completely different. So
Godzilla will probably not be in.
No, sadly.
I mean, if Natalia forgets to take out the slide, I guess it could.
That would be funny.
Listen, I'm a little incompetent. It's fine.
Let the dice, like figure out what is gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back next month. We have a new episode coming out on Monday. It's our What We're Watching episode. So everyone loves those. Literally.
Yeah,
literally. So you can see what we've been watching. And we'll see you next month with more episodes. We'll see you soon.
Bye.